In this video, I want to have a look at multiplication with indices. So when we're multiplying terms which have the same base, we're going to add the powers or the indices. Right, so what that means is that in our first example, we've got x cubed times x to the power of 4. So the base in these ones is our x, so they both have the same base. So when we multiply them, we're going to add the powers. So the base is going to stay the same, we're still going to have that x, but our power is going to be 3 plus 4 would be 7. So x cubed times x to the power of 4 would give us x to the power of 7. If we have a look at our next one, we've got y to the power of 10 times y to the power of 5. So that base will stay the same, it'll stay as y. And then we're going to add the powers. So we've got a 10 plus 5 would give us 15. All right, this next one, g times g squared. So we're still going to have that base of g, but we need to add the powers. But this first one doesn't seem to have a power on it. When it's just a letter on its own, that's the same thing as having it to the power of 1. So it's like having a 1 there. So now we can add them together. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So g times g squared is equal to g cubed. All right, this next one, we've got 5m to the power of 7 times 3m squared. So we're going to multiply the numbers together first. So 5 times 3 is 15. Then we've got our m's. So we'll write our m and then we can figure out what our power is going to be. So we've got a 7 and a 2. So we're going to add those together and we'll end up with 9. So we've multiplied our numbers first to get 15. Then we're multiplying our m's together. And when we do that, we add our powers to get m to the power of 9. Okay, this next one, we've got two different letters. We've got a squared b cubed times a to the 6, b to the 4. So let's do our a's first. We'll write our a as our base. We've got as a to the power of 2 times a to the power of 6. So adding the 2 and the 6 will give us a to the power of 8. And then we have our b's. So we've got a b to the power of 3 and a b to the power of 4. So because we're multiplying them, we're going to add the powers. So we'd end up with b to the power of 7. All right, this next one is a little bit trickier again. We've got 2x to the power of 10, y to the power of 5, times 4x to the power of 3, y to the power of 8. So there's a bit going on here, but we'll go through, we'll do our numbers first. So 2 times 4 would give us 8. Then we can have a look at our x's. So we've got an x to the power of 10 times x to the power of 3. So adding those numbers together, should have x to the power of 13. Then we can do our y's, so we're going through each thing individually. So we've got y to the power of 5 times y to the power of 8. So 5 plus 8 would give us 13 as well. So those are a few examples of multiplication with indices.